You requested that you had paid $2,000 for the highest end Omni Treadmill was, out of mahogany and steel, and you wanted it to have 2 bowls, so that you and your girlfriend could in the virtual reality space that you had in your living room. It wouldn't fall down.
Bro,
and which brings up a lot of questions because I just don't know, man. I don't know if that's what it's meant for.
I think we're gonna have to wrap it up.
Sorry, were you saying something?
I think you're doing it wrong. I don't know what you
The
are.
point is to have sex without over this before.
Hepatitis is one hell of a thing.
You guys ready? You guys ready?
Get the boosters.
Come on!
Welcome to Kickstart, the only show that reviews Kickstarters. I'm Conrad.
I'm Grant.
And I'm the guy on the right.
I mean, technically.
Stage left, but who knows?
You still don't know where you're at.
disguise.
And today we're missing Peter, and I think we should start off with a quick apology. We haven't come up with an episode in like a month or longer.
Well, no, we had some issues.
It's just nothing spelt right. I mean, we interviewed Chris Roberts.
I've been high on life. Our audio sucked on that.
Yeah,
technically.
Yeah, there was
His audio was great, ours was great, but combined,
there was a bit of an echo.
there was no Captain Planet. I'll tell you that shit right now. It was horrible.
And then after that, like, we filmed episodes. We've done like what, 2 or 3 episodes in
You
between.
should feel it.
But we just haven't put any of them out because they don't feel right. We
Yeah.
don't want to take that away from you guys.
You gotta follow up Chris Roberts with a awesome Kickstarter,
Which is what
like
we did.
the Omni Treadmill.
So today we're going to be reviewing the Omni Treadmill. And Kira, you want to walk us through it real quick?
The Omni Treadmill is a well, basically it's your first VR interface that they've ever made.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, from the world. And
There's
it's
like the
just
Hydra and stuff.
it's just a platform, and you know, you wear the VR visor, you play your game, and the difference here is that it allows you to run and just perform real life actions within your
Now, I
little
noticed
confined space.
this is the hardest thing in the world to describe. I was trying to describe it to my dad. And it's like, well, it's like a bowl that you stand in, and then you kind of run inside the bowl, and you wear these slippery shoes that make you, I don't know. Grant, can you describe it any better than that?
Okay, so you're putting on your Oculus Rift. You're in the zone. You're looking around, looking left, or right, left, up, down. You're everywhere. Issue is you have a controller in your hand or a keyboard and mouse, and it's making you feel, it pulls you out of the experience. So what this lets you do is just run full speed, whatever direction you want to go, or walk, or whatever. Crouch, jump, everything. And as you're turning with your Oculus Rift, you can turn and then keep running, and the game will actually move that direction. It's pretty nuts.
Yeah.
It's nuts. And when I first saw it, I tried to like figure out how they were doing it. I was trying to break it down. I think everyone kind of was, because when you see it, you're like, how the hell is that working? Is it like rollers? Is it what is it? You know? But it was awesome. It's an awesome little product I think they have.
Mm-hmm.
But let's get talking about it. So let's see.
What are the rewards, Kirill? You wrote those down first.
The rewards, yeah. Well, there's the rewards for the Kickstarter, and then the price of the actual product. For $10, you get a digital poster plus digital wallpapers and invites to live events and a special thank you, which is nothing, because at $25 you get all those things, an Omni T-shirt, and a sincere thank you.
Oh man.
So for all you suckers that gave $10, it's not a real thank you.
It's
The
not
sincere
sincere.
thank you is only included at the $25 price mark and above. Then they have various ones. Most of them are actually, looking at the Kickstarter, a lot of them are just out of, you know, they're done, they're sold out. They had
I think everything's sold out. Yeah.
Tons of really special. For $40, you'll get a signed poster set in addition to the T-shirt and all that stuff. $60, you get like a mini replica of the Omni Treadmill, which, sure.
A keychain.
And we had a bunch of early bird specials.
Just
Oh.
work through it.
Oh,
But
wow.
essentially at
VR can't fix
at
that.
$429 is where you can actually get a full Omni Treadmill.
Right now, they had some
So,
early bird
or
ones.
460 really. 460 is right now, because that one, the 429 got sold out actually. I apologize.
Yeah.
At 460, you will get that plus a T-shirt plus signed posters, and then after that, you just have various cooler versions going
Like
all the way
the
up to
sweet
10
mahogany
grand.
steel.
The mahogany
Omni.
one, of course, yes.
Like that is something you leave next to your grand piano in your spacious living room. You know, amazing. But let's talk about it. So
Let's talk about
Positive
what we like.
things.
You
Yeah,
go first?
positive. Let me get this. All right, VR. I am so excited about VR. I think it's gone from the Virtual Boy to everything in between that, to the Oculus Rift. And now we're getting the Oculus Rift. We're like, man, we need an interface where we can run around the room. And people are coming up with all kinds of crazy expensive things. You have huge rooms, cameras, all this stuff. And Omni has really like kind of figured it out, you know? There's like the, I don't know if y'all seen like is it the Wizboard? What's it called? Wizdish, something like that. It looks horrible. It looks like you're gonna die on it. Like it's like this dish you're sliding around on. It's not gonna work out very well. But Omni has made this thing where it's like kind of like a bowl, and everybody watching this already knows it, but just in case someone else is watching it doesn't, you basically run in any direction and you move that way in your video game. Now there's a lot of flaws with it, you know, it won't work for a lot of like driving games and flying games. It's not gonna work for those. But for the games it is made for, it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah,
It's gonna be
even some of the games that it is made for, like if you have to do like Half-Life and you're going up a ladder.
yeah, you're gonna be running up a ladder, you know. But you know, this is the first step towards VR, and there's 1,000 things you can say negative about it, but there's so many positives. It's amazing. I'm really excited.
Yeah, this is definitely a good step one.
Mm-hmm.
I like how people are actually already starting to develop for it.
Yeah, oh for sure.
It's kind of, it reminds me a lot of the Oculus Rift when they were coming out with the Unreal Engine like for the Oculus Rift right away.
Yeah, and they had Doom, Carmack.
Yep.
Yeah, he was on there saying, "Oh, this is the next thing. What is what you need? If you don't have developers and games actually made for the device, it's not going anywhere. You know, like there's not a means to an end. There's nothing there for it. It's a cool product, nothing there. So I think like the actually having like Epic and id and Valve and everyone else like really on board with the Oculus Rift is great. And now that they're actually making products to work with Oculus Rift, it's going to be
I mean, I don't think it should be that hard. I think it should work with most games. If you saw the interface, the control interface,
yeah.
you just kind of choose, you know, your actions and you map them to the keyboard slash. You know, they just have literally the W's forward, they have the W, and then your action that you do in order to do that in the game. So I feel like they're making it, you know, open-ended enough to where it should work on enough
about
games,
anything.
just as long as the video portion of it gets gets done right. I think the controls and all that stuff is going just fine.
I think it's kind of funny because normally you hit like edit key and you hit like, I'm going to go up arrow for move forward or W for move forward. And this one you hit edit key and you start moving. And then it watches you and goes, okay, that means you want to walk. If you run faster, it means you want to sprint. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, and I think they designed that about as good as they could. I also think that they designed the physical Omni Treadmill as good as it could.
Right.
Like, I like the way that it's adjustable. You can move up the height up and down. It comes apart and you can just like slide it away somewhere. It's really what you need to like actually have people buy this.
I wish the top part was a little bit more like foldable, a little more flatter. But yeah, otherwise it is. It doesn't take too much space.
I think it comes off. Like it's really easy to take off. So
Yeah, and they show you how you put in this thing, but like it's still not. It doesn't quite come down. It's
Right,
still,
all the way.
It's still,
Yeah.
So
I thought it was kind of funny. I really wanted to get in on it because we got the Oculus Rift. We were pumped about that, and then the Omni Treadmill I was really pumped about, and I had thought about it for weeks. And then it got to like the day it was coming out. I swear to God, it hit me about 10 a.m. I go, son of a bitch. It started at 7 a.m. this morning, so I hopped on there. And the only one I could get for $250 was the one without the safety device around it. And they were like, you need to make your own. Which, I mean, anyone with like a little will and desire and can get to Home Depot or Lowe's can do it, you know. But I thought that was hilarious. I was like, shit.
You're gonna die.
Because I know me. I'm gonna get this thing in the mail, and I'm gonna wait until I get it to start building the safety thing. I'm not gonna be able to wait. And I'm gonna go on that fucker without it and just have the Oculus Rift on trying to run without falling down.
You're gonna die.
And then I'll never be able to use it because I won't be able to walk anymore.
assuming you get an Oculus Rift.
Yeah.
'Cause you
It's out of
pissed off.
customs. They're finally out of customs. We're getting them,
That's what
bro.
I'm telling you, but I think you pissed them off. I don't think you're getting your.
I did get a shout out.
And once
from,
you do, I think you're
Oculus.
gonna get a fake one. It's not
Yeah,
gonna
just like a
work.
bunch of
There's
dead
gonna be
pixels in
issues.
the middle.
You're gonna be
Like, it'll be
send that
perfect in the
guy
size, dead pixels all in the middle.
a
Like,
messed up Oculus Rift for inciting online riots.
Yeah,
you
you
guys
guys,
the microwave before I got it, for sure. You know what I mean? Like,
you guys want to talk about some of the negatives of this Omni Treadmill though?
yeah,
No,
for
no.
sure.
It's perfect. It's perfect. It's not quite perfect.
It sucks. The guy on the right thinks it sucks,
You always hate
and I will
everything.
tell you why. No, it's actually we like this thing. It doesn't have many negatives. It's a little expensive at $460 right now. Is I believe the lowest that you can pay to
Yeah,
get it.
I think so,
Well,
right.
and
sold out.
I think retail is 600.
Yeah. Well, no, and the way they got that was they were having a contest. So said that you'll win a finished product. Omni was like Omni was like, hey, we'll have a contest, and I forget how you have to enter it or whatever. But at the bottom, like the disclaimer at the bottom was the prizes will be no more than $600 cash
In value.
in value, right? And so like now whether that means you're getting Omni and like a T-shirt and a bunch of other stuff, or maybe the lawyers were like kind of overpricing it because they don't really know what the final retail price is going to be, but that's kind of what everybody's guessing it's going to cost. It's about $500-600, which that's not that terrible for this thing, but it's still
It's a little pricey.
it's an enthusiast. It's as much as a console. As much as a console right now.
It's a lot, man. 600 is a lot. I mean, some people don't make that in an hour.
Right. I mean, I feel bad for them.
So, I mean, it's not cheap.
Oh my god. No, you're right though. Like the $600 is like, okay, the new. I'm completely going off the top of my head right now, but I believe the PS4 is going to cost about $400, and the Xbox One's going to cost about $500. For what I remember, $399 and $499.
That sounds right.
And so like you're talking about probably roughly that price just to get an Omni Treadmill, and then you also have to have an Oculus Rift because it really won't work without that. Because if you have a monitor in front of you and you want to go run right, then now you're not facing your monitor anymore. You know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't.
I mean, you
and
could,
then Don't
but-
forget, you also have to do some kind of controller because you're not going to want to run with a controller like this. You got to get like what was it
the Hydra?
was it the Delta 6 or something?
Delta 6, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Delta 6 has one. There's the Mag 2 wireless controller for PC. We've like made our own kind of at home. There's both DIY like little gun controllers you can have. But yeah, you gotta have something else to actually push the buttons, like the use button, fire buttons, secondary fire button, all that kind of stuff.
I
It's
mean,
like,
good VR is here now, but it's expensive. You gotta have to work for
Yeah.
it too. So
yeah, and I don't know how right now you could get any cheaper though, because the Omni Treadmill itself actually has no technology. It's just a plastic board, and you have different shoes on it. Or it's not plastic, but
There's motion sensors, right?
low friction surface.
No, the sensors are actually in a secondary device. Right
Like
now
a-
they're using to connect, but they're developing their own proprietary thing
Oh.
to watch you. So the Omni Treadmill itself has no electronics in it. There's no plugging in, nothing like that. So then you gotta have a computer on top of that. It doesn't work with consoles yet.
Right.
So
All right.
And then one thing I was worried about was what if you're doing a lot of turning with the Oculus Rift?
yeah.
It's not cordless yet.
Okay, so
Ooh, that's bad.
we've already talked about this. We're gonna install it like an eye bolt, about $1.50 at Home Depot in our ceiling. Get an extender for our cables, have it run through the ceiling, run down above you. So as you turn, eventually you'll have to like unhook it, and let it fly there and just spin back around. Everybody's done that with some kind of cable at some point. Your mouse or whatever. But yeah, it's gonna be. There's a lot of. It's a developer. This is an enthusiast product right now. It's not a consumer product. The Oculus Rift is definitely a developer. The resolution's not that high. And all other issues with it, but it's gonna be cool. But yeah, that is one flaw with it.
Well, can I tell you about my big worry for it though?
Go for it.
I kind of see this as going the way of Rock Band.
Oh yeah.
Everybody loved Rock Band, but now they're gone. They're all in Goodwills and
Yeah.
Salvation Armies. Like you.
It's like the Wii or the Kinect.
Yeah.
It was awesome. at
Everybody
first.
I
the
know
Kinect is-
owns a Wii.
Yeah.
Like they sold like how
Oh,
many
millions.
how many millions of Wii's?
Millions and millions. But like,
But no one uses them anymore.
yeah, everybody uses them back. A lot of Wii stuff is still being sold to little kids and then adults who are like hacking them for their computers and doing like crazy stuff with them, which is pretty cool, But yeah, and you gotta think about the exercise aspect too. Now, like to me, I feel like this is an awesome product because I'm like, okay, I'll be playing Skyrim, you're playing Half-Life, I'll be playing a lot of these games, not competitive online games because you're at a distinct disadvantage versus other people playing like Call of Duty or Counter-Strike or whatever else you're playing, Battlefield 4, 3, all that stuff. You're at a distinct disadvantage. But to me, I want to be on this all the time, like getting in shape. Like because you don't realize that you're running as far as you're actually going.
Well, wait, isn't Skyrim like half the size of Manhattan or something like that?
Yeah,
It's like,
so I mean, you're talking about running a marathon in 3 or 4 days. So to say that you're gonna pick this up and go, man, I can run further because I don't realize I'm running further, is a little bit true, but only to a very small extent. You know what I mean? Because
I feel like people who buy this to play Call of Duty or something, they're gonna have to have their own server set up because you're gonna have a bunch of people who never run.
yeah,
They're all gonna be running like 1 mile at a time and just be completely out of breath.
Right.
Just like
I don't know, the whole
standing.
game will stop before it actually
okay. Here's how I see it
Everyone's
going.
just tied behind a box, not moving. Like,
Bunch of campers
all of
everywhere.
a sudden,
Like,
silence.
camping
Just like
isn't-
no shots being fired. Just heavy
Oh my
breathing
God.
through the microphones.
All right,
Just,
all right. So I see it going one of two ways. Either people do it like the Wii, the Rock Band, and the Kinect, where you just get it and you're like, man, this is fucking awesome for the first month. You show your friends for the first month and you never use it again. Or you start getting into like the midnight releases of like The Last of Us and like games like Diablo 3 and shit. And instead of being a bunch of bearded mouth breathers, it's a bunch of jacked like marathon runners sitting there around you going, fuck, man, these guys, they have not been treadmill. They are jacked now. You know what I mean?
I predict this is gonna be like one of the first like heart attack, game-related heart attack deaths.
A bunch of Red Bulls, a bunch of heart attacks.
Red Bulls and Mountain Dew Code Red, and just some guy that's not ready playing Last of Us. And
You guys,
Yeah.
you guys know how
Just
how you know you're in trouble when you get to a team and all of their names are like the same, like the Green Ranger, the Red Ranger, the Yellow Ranger. Like you know you're gonna be in trouble now when you go up against a team and every one of them just say 26.2.
20, Clan 26.2. Shit. Oh my god.
Oh God!
But you know, the truth is, it really does work a lot of third-person games. Like so, like you're thinking about, okay, World of Warcraft, bunch of raiders and shit. World of Warcraft isn't the most technical. It's not like a StarCraft 2 level of skill you need to play. You know what I mean? Don't at least on movement wise, forward, back, left, and right. You know what I mean?
I'm just fucking with you.
But you don't need that. And so you start translating this to like, you don't have an Omni Rift at that point, or Omni Rift, let me start over. You have to have an Oculus Rift at that point. Because you can just be starting your modern being like sidestepping backwards, forwards. It'd be really cool. You have like the Xbox controller or something like a mouse keyboard on the little stand. You're talking about like some really cool stuff you could do with this,
Mm-hmm.
And so I think let's get to voting. I'm giving this a thumbs up. I think it'll be. I don't know if it'll be commercially successful. I think it will be. Okay, here's why. The Wii sold millions right off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
Now, no one plays the Wii anymore because that like gimmicky thing kind of got over with. But commercially, the Wii saved Nintendo from a couple of
Definitely.
years of like issues. They had the GameCube, which was moderately successful, but kind of fell short of the PS2 and
They
the
did. They
Xbox.
did.
So, I think it'll be good. I think it'll be good. I think it'll be commercially successful. I'm gonna sell a shit ton right at the beginning, and then you're gonna have a bunch of hardcore gamers that keep getting them, and it opens the pathway to what VR is gonna be eventually.
Okay,
Yeah.
well we talked about this earlier. We're done with commercially successful because we don't really think that we're experts in that. We don't think you guys really care.
Right.
Let us know. Leave a comment. But commercially
They
successful.
care what you think.
And
They
don't-
hate
they
you.
don't-
They hate you.
Don't yell at me.
I have never had to remove more comments that said cunt in my life until you. People call me.
Well, that's because our viewers are idiots, Grant.
And here it goes. Oh,
They love the Remy people, and that's all I have to say.
Oh man, those Remy fuckers.
Our viewers are the type of people that buy Remy's and try to dream sleep.
God, editing.
I try to help
Every
you
day
folks,
at work,
but,
I spend about 15 minutes, my morning break, erasing cunt, bitch comments about the guy on the right. They don't care to call you by name. They hate you.
And it's such an easy name too. It's like
It rhymes with
cereal.
It rhymes with cereal.
I mean, come on, like that's like Smith or Mike
Or John.
or John.
They should have named a gospel after you, and then you would have been like golden, but they didn't, and now you're screwed.
So commercially
There
successful.
is
I don't-
actually, anyways, that's
Commercially
a separate issue.
Commercially successful. I don't think it's going to be commercially successful. Do I want one? I want one. Thumbs up.
Yeah.
I want one as well. Yeah, I give it a thumbs up too, and I hate you guys.
Now, Kiro, you told us about your sexual VR playground that you're going to make out of your Oculus Rift and your Omni Treadmill.
Nope, this is the retake, bro. I'm not making that mistake.
You're not going to
this is the retake.
You're gonna
Not gonna re-up.
What are you talking about?
Something about
I talked
you
about how I
wanted
thought this would be very convenient to show apartments if you're a real estate agent, or to give tours of museums, virtual tours, and classrooms, virtual classrooms for the young children.
While having
learn-
a
to
tour
learn
of your
life
brand
skills
new
and
house before it's
etiquette.
built is amazing.
He's just not gonna do it.
No, it's cool. I'm going to explain to him what you said. Well, you said it was
I
great.
would use the Oculus Rift to learn and to improve myself.
While you can
So-
use it to explore,
To read the
to
Bible.
go to, go to
That's-
countries,
That's it
color,
for today's
interactive
episode,
Bible
guys.
Type thing
to follow.
to help the poor.
I believe while you
That's-
could have used it to follow
and to
in
feed the
Jesus'
children,
footsteps,
Grant.
you requested that you would pay $2,000 where the highest end Omni Treadmill was, out of mahogany and steel, and you wanted it to have 2 bowls, so that you and your girlfriend could have sex in the virtual reality space that you had in your living room. It wouldn't fall down.
Bro,
and
I-
which brings up a lot of questions because I just don't know, man. I don't know if that's what it's meant for.
I think we're gonna have to wrap it
Sorry,
up.
were you
here
saying
again.
something?
I think you're doing it wrong. I don't know what you
The
were.
point is to have sex without. Over this before.
Hepatitis is one hell of a thing.
You guys ready? You guys ready?
Get the boosters.
It's about suppression.
All right, let's do it. All right, thumbs up. I give it a thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
We all give it a thumbs up. We love it. Actually, at the end of the day.
So hopefully we can get out, get one,
Give one, yeah.
have a lot of fun with it.
Yeah.
But that's it for this episode. So make sure you guys check out our website sometime, thevividlighttv.com.
Or the Vivid Light, whatever you want to do.
Yeah,
Same,
whatever.
Same place.
Same thing, whatever. And leave a comment. Let us know if you guys want us to review something next time.
We'll do whatever. Just let us know. We
Remember, it's a tech show, so we don't want to review your CD. We're sure it's good,
your short film.
Yeah.
No say, no dice.
but we got some other stuff we want to do.
Yeah, yeah. And thanks for keeping watching us, guys. We're almost like 1,500 subscribers, and if you like what you see, please subscribe. You know, it's always a big deal to us. We really appreciate it, and the messages we get from you guys really are pretty awesome.
Except for one's about.
Not the ones that I get.
Not the ones that he gets, but the ones that we get are pretty awesome, and we appreciate it. We really do appreciate it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, we couldn't do the show without you guys, and thanks for sticking with us while we were on
gone
hiatus.
for about a couple weeks. But the summertime's great. There's a lot of new Kickstarters that start coming out and stuff,
Some
and
good
a lot
stuff.
of great stuff coming out now. So stay tuned and see you guys next time.
Thanks for watching.
What's your sign up? You don't have a sign up. Thanks for
Me?
watching. Or thanks for watching. Yeah, what do you got? What's your thing?
I can make
You
like
sound
a fake.
Bulgarian.
I can go like, wah, 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 and I can be like, oh, that's my phone. I gotta go.
What is that, by the way?
It's the sound of the. It's a
So
little robot.
what does that mean in Bulgarian? It's a beautiful.
It's my ringtone.
It's a beautiful language.
Oh, look at this. It's a.